said I was going to do it, and I am, if nothing else, true to my word, and I have done it. I have built an Amped Raptor deck for Timeless. Now, a couple interesting things here. We stuck with everything being under 2 because we want to have as few whiffs of this as possible, which lets us give us Lurrus as the companion. We have some interesting things added in here. This dude right here, or this lady, this zombie knight, is fantastic. We're also running Fiend Artisan, so it's kind of 2 of them, but this one's better because that vigilance and the ability to tap and sack something is phenomenal. Card that you probably don't know that I'm running, Riveteers Provocateur. This has Blitz and Menace, and then it also gives something else Blitz, which when you can give something big with Blitz, then you are you're forcing your opponent's hand to not really be super aggressive on their turn, because if you untap and you swing in with a 10-10 or an 8-8 or something like that, they need to be ready for that. So this is fantastic. Other thing that we're running, which I want a second copy of, maybe even a third copy of, is Oversold Cemetery. This is kind of the thing that makes Amped Raptor work, because if you read it, Amped Raptor only works if you cast it from your hand. So we're running Lurrus because we can, like logistically we can, like there's no downside to, but you don't want to be casting the Amped Raptor through Lurrus, because then you're not going to get the value. This stops you from being able to just like chain them together. Oversold Cemetery, though, puts the Amped Raptor back in your hand. This also great with, obviously, any other creature. We're also running a Cursed Marauder. This is the one that is like Flashbag Marauder, so it comes in and makes you sack. Great thing is it's under 2, so let's just play Lurrus, and we keep that, and Lurrus can replay this. So this right here is fantastic. You basically have an edict every single turn. 3 Ragavans, because it's fantastic. We got Stalactite, we got Thoughtseize, but we're trying to stick at 2 because we want to have the Raptor and we want to have it hit something that is going to be totally worth it. 1 Bajukabog, one thing to note here, because the Wight can sacrifice a creature to go get a land, so Bajukabog is pretty fantastic. Ooh, where'd that guy go? Emperor Bones. If you haven't tried this guy, this thing is fantastic right here. Possibly one of the top cards in the set, to be totally honest. Like, obviously, like there's things that are amazing, but this guy is up there for sure. You hit combat, you exile something from a graveyard, and then the real good thing is the adapt. So for 1 color, so 1 black, it can put counters on itself. It'll adapt for 2, and then it will return whatever it has exiled previously. So a lot of times, what you're going to get is you're going to get like Grief, or you're going to get a Fury. Because they are everywhere right now. But if you play this and you've survived, he exiles a Grief, and then you wait till the opportune moment, and you pay the 2 mana, and then you get a Grief. This also works really well with Inti. At first I was kind of iffy on this interaction, but then I realized there's so many Uros and Griefs and Flage, that new like Lightning Helix one, that this works great because even though you're going to get it and then it's going to go away immediately, basically you can't attack with the Emperor, get the counter on Inti, and get the creature back and have it be attacking. It's going to go away. But if it's a creature that's going to go away anyways, like an Uro, then it kind of doesn't matter. Or if it's something with an amazing ETB, like a Grief, it doesn't super matter because you're going to be able to get it in, get its effect, and then go from there. So this is what we got. It is aggressive, it is JUND, it is very, very JUND. Like, it's Rakdos, but in reality it's JUND, and it just has big JUND vibes. And this is it. This is the deck. So let's take this thing out there. Oh, sideboard, in case anyone cares. Obviously, we get the Lurrus. I'm going with Break Expectations, because there are so many, like, Griefs and Furies and Solitudes running around. Break Expectation gets it out of their hand and exiles it. If it was more like Thoughtseizes, which obviously we have 4 Thoughtseize here, but if it was more discard effects, you could wind up putting it into the graveyard and they reanimate it, which is super scary. I'm going with 4 Grave Expectations. You could definitely go with 4 Surgicals. I do not have 4 Surgicals, so I went with Grave Expectations. I also like this better with Amped Raptor, because if you happen to go like turn 2 and then you hit this, then you can just go with a heist mode, and then you just get a free card, which is decent. You know, it's decent. If your opponent hasn't done anything on their first turn and you go and you hit Surgical, it kind of becomes a dead card, and we want like as few to like 0 whiffs as possible off of this. That's also why I'm running Scourge and not Death Shadow, because pretty much guaranteed come turn 2, both players will have taken damage because of fetches and shocks and such. So even if you hit this on turn 2 and it's just a 1/1, it's still out there. So that's not that terrible. We got Bowmasters if we're playing against control and it's suddenly drawing a bunch of cards. We have extra Scourge of the Skyclaves also if it just makes sense, where we just having big creatures is the key to success. So this might change over time, but for now this is what we got. Running 1 Swamp in the main deck because Blood Moon is also everywhere again, and yeah, that's kind of it. So let's see what this one can do. Once again, doing Timeless, so you got to do best of 3. You can't do Timeless best of 1. There's too many combos so that if you try to do best of 1, that unless that's your goal, like if your goal is to like test out your combo deck, then you can play best of 1. But Timeless is really a best of 3 format. You can't, like, you're gonna lose too many game 1s because of nothing that you could have done differently. That after sideboard and after like knowing what you're up against, you can like absolutely get crushed in the game 1 and then win game 2 and game 3 pretty good. Okay, I mean, we got a turn 2 Amped Raptor, we got Dark Ritual, we got Fiend Artisan. I mean, looks like a good hand to me. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we get griefed. Okay. Ragavan. Alright. We are also... I mean, I gotta block the Ragavan, right? We'll go with this. We'll make the block. I'll trade these. Next turn, Amped Raptor. One of the interesting things is that because we're so... so recursion and like getting things extra off of Amped Raptor, that our creatures dying is a much smaller cost to us than a lot of other decks. Like, it doesn't super matter if we're getting fatal pushed. That's tempting. Like, it's super tempting, but let's came here to do it, so let's do it. Let's Amped Raptor, because we might hit a Ragavan off of this. Okay, not great. But still, like, we got a ton of energy. Can't do anything with it, but we've got it. But now we have 2 blockers, so now they need 2 removal spells to deal with this. And we still have a hand. There's... there he is. There he is. What you got? You take the Oversold Cemetery. That's the card you take. You got it. I would imagine they acknowledge that this is going to be a slightly longer game. Or maybe not. The Wight's pretty good also. Oversold Cemetery. That's the right pick. All the more reason why we need more than one of those. I mean, do you see... Oh man, I wish there was an Oversold Cemetery right now. Let's just go Provocateur. Like, honestly, maybe just blitz him. Get the extra card. Give it to the Wight. What did you got? Sure. I'll take it. I want a land. Oh, you're not a land. Okay. Alright, well, next time we get these 2 guys. I'll take the 3 and block the Ragavan. Jeez. Hardcast Grief. Yeah, Grief is everywhere. Who do you want? Okay. That's pretty good. Like, we're in the life lead here. Do we start swinging? Do we send them? This is a hard decision here. They're down to 2 cards. Fatal Push, 2 griefs. This guy scares me now. I have to keep up an answer to that. Let's send them. See what they do. What are your thoughts? They're taking it. Wow. Okay. I mean, these guys are really just want to be blockers. Sure. Shoot the Ragavan. Or the Stalactite. Okay. Note that this guy has menace. Swing. Swing, swing. Sure. Oh, another Raptor. Give me something good. I mean, it's not terrible. Deal with that. Send a team? I mean, send them. I have the blocker on the Ragavan. Okay. 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 I was missing these land drops. Was hurting. The token. Sure, that's a pretty good block. Still taking 4. At one point I was thinking of running... The problem with this card here is you kind of need to run all 4 or 0 because you need something that's generating tokens, and it generates tokens. It definitely wants to be an Oversold Cemetery. Yeah, obviously we're going to deal with this. Okay. I mean, I got a Raptor to block the Ragavan. I'll take the 6. Like, if they hit swing, then they have to block on their end. Okay. Boy, do I need. They got a Thoughtseize. I mean, I don't want to put Lurrus in because they're just going to Thoughtseize me. I mean, they have to block at least 1. I mean, go team. They got first strike. They got to block at least 1. Okay. Sure. They're no use in my hand. I wish I could bargain it. It would have been so nice to be able to bargain it, but hey, next thing I play is going to have +1. Next thing I have is going to have a Wicked Roll counter token aura token that will... I'll make that block, thank you. Thoughtseize. Good game. JUND them out. Okay. So here's a good situation. I'm gotta assume that they're running Reanimate, so I'm gonna go Thoughtseize out. Sorry, I'm switching to this mode, and I'm gonna go Grave Expectations in. I legitimately think that's better. They were a lot more creature heavy than I'm used to seeing. I'm going to keep the Accursed Marauders in. I don't know if I want to change anything else. I mean, Scourge is really good. They had Fury. Like, I need big things. I'm going to take a damage. I'll go down to 2 Provocateurs and an extra Scourge. They can live above the Bowmaster. Let's do it. Like, we have a game plan, so sideboard is not super crazy. I probably should have put in Grave Expectations. That's okay. Let's see. I did put in Grave Expectations. Did I not put in the do I want to go fast, or do I want to try to, like... If I get rid of this guy, then I have nothing to do. I need something to block. I mean, it might be this. I don't want to get rid of the Dark Ritual, but it might be. That might be the most sensible thing to do. Because if I turn on Dark Ritual, I go into what? Stalactite and nothing. And turn 2, I want to play the Raptor. I can go Dark Ritual, Raptor, Stalactite. I can go... Yeah. I mean, threats are probably better than not threats. I won't be able to play... Well, I can't play that guy. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, let's just go get... Honestly, let's just go get a swamp. Just in case they're going to hit us with Blood Moon, we'll go Stalactite. We got 2-2 to get started. Go Amped Raptor next turn, let's see what we hit. Yeah, I'm not sure holding this Dark Ritual was the right call, because I wasn't thinking. But drawing that second Wight didn't help. Sure. Drawing that third Wight didn't help. Alright. Come on. Give me something good. Anything but a Dark Ritual. I mean, it powers up the Wight, but that's kind of a whiff there. What you got? Is this because they actually have Wight? I don't think they do. No. Ruckus Theater. 3 Ruckus Theaters. Attack of the Taplands. Shoot him? Sure. Hit him. I mean... What you got? Got another Fatal Push? I got a 5-5 now. I don't know if my opponent didn't read that card or is just frustrated. One of the two. Grief. I'm gonna take another Wight, right? The Dark Ritual? I don't think my opponent's paying very good attention. Swing for 5. Ragavan. This ability, the fact that this guy has vigilance, this dude has vigilance, watch this. Watch this. Who are you gonna shit? Ragavan? Sure. I will turn Ragavan into a Bajuka Bug. There you go. Follow-up plays. I got 2 6/6s. What you got? 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 Gonna fury him? Yeah, they should have held on to those fatal pushes. They should have been a little more picky on what they hit with the fatal pushes, because these guys can't get burned. And they are coming at you vigilance with a friend. What do you got? Swing with the grief? I mean, I don't think you want to swing with that grief. Okay. We did it, you know? We're beating the deck. The deck. So. I need to think about, like, what does Legacy give this deck, give the Grief deck? Because that's like one of the best decks in Legacy. What does Legacy give that deck that Timeless is not giving it? Is it Cabal Therapy? It might be Cabal Therapy, but that's not that fantastic. What else is that Legacy deck running? I'll need to double check that, because it feels like you pretty much have the entire deck here, but I don't know. Like, the Riveteers Provocateur can't be the difference between this deck, my deck being good, and it like not being viable on something like Legacy. I don't know. Sure. I mean, turn 1 Emperor, turn 2 Raptor. Go, go, go. Yeah. Or do I do this? Do I do Dunbarrow? See what they do. Ragavan. I think I do this guy. So in this case, this not being an Oversold Cemetery is pretty nice. Because it is a blocker. And it's going to give me a 3/2 Raptor next turn. Sure, bolt. What you got? Miss. I mean, can't play it, so. Thoughtseize, eh? So what do you want? Raptor? Emperor? I think you want Raptor. Take a Raptor. But this is one of those where it's like, whew, that's good. That's good stuff. Whenever you see two of something and you Thoughtseize someone, it's hard to say. Fiend Artisan? Sure. That's pretty good. Okay, so 6 power on the board for 2 mana. Ragavan can't get through. My opponent would need 2 removal spells. Of their 3 cards in their hand, 2 would have to be... That is not a removal spell. What's in graveyards? Another Raptor? Oh, the Dunbarrow. I mean, that's tempting. That's tempting too. Or do I go Inti? I mean, I think I do this, and then that's going to pump up the Fiend Artisan. Sack it to itself. I got a 4/4 and a 3/2. I mean, just swing, right? What are we going to do? Make the block? Sure, take 7. What's my next turn? Emperor? I think it's Emperor. Because I can get the Ragavan out, or I can get the Dunbarrow, or I can get the Accursed Marauder, which would give me a Sheoldred's Edict. What they discard? Bowmaster and Thoughtseize. Okay. Go Ragavan. They're getting mana. What can they do with it? Ooh, that's pretty good. Well, actually, no, because it's from exile. I mean, it's 2/1 though, like a block. Nope. Brookie is reading the card and realizing it does not work the way that they would like it to. I am sorry, Brookie. Get rid of the Ragavan? I kind of want to pump this though. I mean, does Ragavan scare me? If I go Inti, I can pump. What do I discard there? The Thoughtseize? I mean, Inti can then block. I really don't want to get rid of the Emperor. I can go Inti. Inti discard. I mean, that makes the Fiend Artisan a lot bigger, though. Because obviously got to pump there. Unless they have a burn spell. But I don't know if Ragavan scares me. Like, Inti will block Ragavan. Inti will gladly block Ragavan. I kind of need to hit a land. Pump the Raptor. That sucked. Take it? Okay, sure. Alright, my opponent. Yep. Is it 7? I mean, they can't swing all out. I'm half tempted to. Let's see. One of the interesting things about my deck is that I don't run any direct removal. So I know that even if they swung with Ragavan, I mean, ditch that, right? Go with the Emperor. Go with the Emperor, hope I hit a land. I mean, Bowmaster, probably? Ragavan's kind of interesting also. What do they have? Bowmaster. Let's see if we can hit a land here. Do we swing with Inti himself? They have to block. I'm going to pump this guy. 36. I mean, I don't think they can block Inti, if I'm thinking of this properly. I don't think it super matters, but discard the Thoughtseize, just in case there's some trickery afoot. That's great. Because now we have an instant speed Bowmaster whenever we like. Sure. I mean, that's game. Right? Bloodstained. Crack it. Get a swamp. Or get a overgrown tomb. Pay 2 life. Do you know something that I don't know? You do not. Okay, what were we up against here? Is it just Rakdos? Just Rakdos stuff. Just Rakdos stuff. Fable? I didn't even see Grief or... Cursed Marauder seems good. I don't know if I change anything, to be totally honest. I mean, they're aggressive, so there's a small part of me that would rather have another Scourge instead of the Fiend Artisan. Or maybe over the Riveteer. Let's just do this again, right? I didn't see them interact with their graveyard at all, so I'm not sure what to expect there. I mean... I don't know if Thoughtseize is that great. Like, honestly, I kind of just want to run more threats. Do we just get more aggressive? Like, this could be a mistake, but... Let's see. We won the game. Let's see. Let's see if they're just straight Rakdos. The Fable kind of implies a Grief, but I didn't see a Grief or a Fury, so, you know, maybe they don't have them. This is a hand. This is a hand for sure. 1 lander, 2 Ragavan spell, and a Stalactite. Let's keep it. Let's see what happens. I mean, even if I get Thoughtseize, I'm in pretty good shape. I'm in really good shape. Interesting. I'm gonna go Blood Crypt here so we can play it all. Ragavan or Stalactite? Just Stalactite. See if we can keep a Ragavan around. I'll still make this trade. I'll make this trade all day. Removal spell on the Stalactite. Swing with the Ragavan. Whiff, please. That's not a whiff. Oh, they're gonna do it again. Don't do it again. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We're almost in a weird way, kind of like Ragavan proof. Like, obviously not completely Ragavan proof, but I mean, it's a 2-1. It is. It's my Ragavan pretty bad though. I'll tell you that. Ragavan. Missing that land drop. I'm not feeling good about this. I'm feeling pretty bad about this turn. About this game. I'm feeling real bad about this game now. They got the threats. They are out of the gate doing way better than me. Yep. Oh. Wrong land. We're not dead yet, but we are not in great shape. We need to get some advantage. Another removal spell. Do you have another one? I mean, I guess all they play is a Fatal Push. Okay, sure. Yep, go team. That might be Game Dark Ritual. Ooh. I mean, how can they not use that? They had nothing to use the Dark Ritual on. Suspicious. I only got a 5/5. But I don't know if that's enough. 2/4, yeah. Block the Ragavan. All they need is anything that does damage. Yeah, game. Okay. We were too slow. Man, they got just so much stuff. I might go my own Bowmaster. Still didn't see a Grief or a Fury there, so I don't think, and I'm not seeing a Dragon Rage Channeler. Like, they don't seem to care about their graveyard at all, so if they don't care, I'm not gonna care. Okay, I go first. I mean, it's a slow start, but oh, mulligan, keep mulliganing. They had 6 or 5. I can't tell. I think they mulliganed twice. 5. Okay. Alright, let's see what they play. If they go Ragavan, it's a Cursed Marauder. Well, if they go Ragavan, it's Raptor. Grief! There he is. Okay. What do they take? What do they exile? Fatal Push? Raptor. It's probably a good call. What you got? What you got? What you got? What you got? Reanimate. Brutal. The Marauder. You want the Marauder. You have to take the Marauder. You take the Marauder. Okay, great. What you got? Do you have removal spells? Yep. Sure. Pretty good. Swing for 4. I mean, what do I want? Wooded Foothills or... It's tempting to deal myself damage. In turn. Alright, what you got? Yep. I can obviously give the guy +3/+3 at instant speed. So I'd have 10. I could have as much as 10 damage on the board next turn. Do they have a Fatal Push? They are in dire need of a Fatal Push. Fable? What you got? Nothing. Okay. They have nothing of interest in their graveyard. Just go Ziatora. That's pretty good. Do I get him out of blockability? I think I do. I mean, you gotta block the Scourge, right? Double block on the Wight? Sure. Take 6. Small part of me that wants to buy the Lurrus, but got 6/6 and 5/5. Can my opponent draw 2 removal spells? Jund them out. Jund them out. Okay, this implies to me. Oh, they are totally into it. Man, they just had some 2 Their two first games were not indicative of what their deck wanted to do. What you got? They clearly did not draw 2 removal spells. We got it. Jund them out. Jund them out. I had a blast. I hope you had a blast also. Okay, so we're 2-0 against grief decks. I mean, we're doing something right. Let's do one more. Let's do one more here. Or at least one more. Let's do at least one more. And we're not even like, we're burning these games without hitting that recursion at all. We're just getting better value out of our cards. Like, grief is still a 2-for-1. Like, when you cast grief against someone, you're costing yourself 2 cards to get 1 card out of their hand. You are fast, but in a world where Timeless is not so much a turn 1 format anymore, like, there are not as many turn 1 wins. I don't know if grief is as strong as it is in Legacy, and I think that's why it's so good in Legacy, is that you can land a grief and it can just, like, it'll take over the game. You hit your two things, you stop them from being able to combo, you take away the removal spell, and then that's just it, because everyone else is like, there's so many things that are just like combo based, where if you can take away like those 2 like amazingly powerful cards, you can kind of cripple your opponent. But in a much more grindier format, like Timeless is right now, it's not as strong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone will get the pieces working together and it'll get there. But you're seeing a lot of it. People definitely burned their mythic wild cards. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm also building a Winota deck, or updating the Winota deck. So I just need like I think like 10 or 12 wild cards to do that. Here it comes. Bump a bump a boom. What do you want? Ragavan? Your own Thoughtseize? What do you think? What do you take? Thoughtseize. Okay. That implies that they have a removal spell for Ragavan. Grief. Here he is. To get the Ragavan? Yep. I mean, turn around Pachikapog, right? Sure, death right. Who do I want here? Are they on? No, they're just on Jund. They're just on Jund. Let's go Fiend Artisan. Do they have a bolt? We can get him back with the Emperor later. Let them just keep burning through cards. I mean, my opponent's down to 2 cards. If they play a removal spell, they're down to 1 card. And we're still at 4 cards. Nope, no removal spell. At least not that they wanted to play at the end of the turn. Okay, Faithful. What do I ditch here? I mean, it's tempting to ditch the Overgrown Tomb. Let's make him bigger. Okay. It's free land. Ritual by Lurrus or Ritual Emperor Bones? Which do we like better? I mean, next turn I could play Lurrus and... I'm still in danger of getting Thoughtseize, though. do have green mana. Go Emperor. Let's see what they got. Let's keep laying down threats. They have to deal with this Fiend Artisan at some point. Bowmaster, okay. Yeah, we're not very... Bowmaster's not very strong against us. We don't have a lot of small creatures. That's pretty good. Is it 4? It's 4 damage, right? We hit those two guys? Sure. What'd they ditch for that? Another Fable? I got a 5/5. I got 2 5/5s. Would you like to take 5 damage? Sure. Would you like to take 4 damage? I mean, they can just keep eating. Do we want to get Lurrus? Let's see what happens here. Oh, he has the counter from the Inti. I'm like, why is one bigger than the other one? No blocks. Because that would block and then they would remove something from my graveyard and make them smaller. Sure. Those guys are doing work. Where's Dryad Arbor when you need it? That's pretty good here, right? This can only be done at sorcery speed, so I'm going to do this and you're going to be like, why doesn't they sack it? It's because it can only be done at sorcery speed. So, it's pretty good, but it's not that great. The white can be done at instant speed. Fiend Artisan is sorcery. Sacrifice the Marauder. Okay. I mean, swing for 9, right? Sure, remove something. Take 7 instead. I mean, this is a race I could still win. I would like a Raptor off the top, please. Raptor off the top, please. I mean, they got mana. They got mana for days. At this point, I'm not even sure if they have a top deck they would need this bar. Minsk and Boo wins the game. For sure. Fury does massive damage also. Those are the 2 cards I think I'm scared of right now. Minsk and Boo especially. I have no answer to that if they play that. Grief? I think do I still swing? What did I sideboard in? Is there a creature I want to get? I mean, I can go get the bone guy. Or do I just swing? I think I just swing. Make them burn the treasure. Like a double triple black. They got all kinds of options here. Yeah. Right. Grief is online. Sure. They may have this one. Cause yeah, they can make me get rid of. Okay, I think they got it. Yep. Make me get rid of Lurrus. Okay. I mean, it's the same deck again. What worked last time? I feel like the Marauder is going to do better here because we have a little bit more, whatchamacallit, Thoughtseize once again. I don't like Thoughtseize here. Scourge. Do we see a Fury too? I can't remember. What was the next one here? Fable, Grief, Thoughtseize. And it 3 griefs. Boy, Break Expectations sure seems good also. What do you think? How could they not be doing things in their graveyard like in these colors? Go Grave Expectations. Go down a Fiend Artisan. Go up into the Grave Expectations. See what this gets us. Because we can assume they're probably siding in some graveyard hate. Haven't seen a Leyline of the Void. That's not a good hand. That's a worse hand. Uh-oh. We're going to lose to our own hand. We're obviously not keeping this. What's my opponent doing? Keeping 7? Ragavan is in here basically just to... There we go. Keep 5. Keep 5. Boy, what do I get rid of? I mean, this draws me cards, but that guy's gonna get... What's my turn 2? I mean, maybe that is my turn 2? Just go for it and get rid of the Fiend Artisan. Break Expectations sure seems good here, doesn't it? Against the Grief. Who do I keep? Which of these? Which one do I keep? They both gonna get hit with the Bowmaster and a Bolt. Fiend Artisan just seems stronger long term. So we can call against command. Interesting. Guess the Fury, right? Get rid of their removal spell. 2 damage to any target, but that costs way more. I mean, they are all in on the Grief and Fury, aren't they? Death Right. Let's keep them off of the off the ability to generate mana. I want top deck a Marauder. But they get Pyre of Heroes. Fable? Sure. Discard the card. I really want Inti, but I kind of... Hold on, wait. 3, 1. Okay, go land. 3, 5, 2. Sacrifice him. I don't love it, but I think this is the right play. Okay, so we have red here. Okay. Red. Inti. 2. For Marauder. Deal with the death, right? Okay. He's now at a Culligan command range also. Granted, they're ramping like nuts. I'm expending a lot of resources to not make a lot of forward progress. What you got? Empire of Heroes. What are they thinking with this? They're going to turn this into a... I don't even know. What's the logic here? Instead of playing Fable. Why would you not play a second Fable? Grief? Oh, they're gonna pyre the grief into a fury. Absolute. Well played. Well played. Why didn't they do it? What'd I miss? I think they messed up. I think they messed up. I'm almost positive they wanted to fire that fury, that grief into a fury. Why didn't they do it? It's just a misclick? Sure, shoot the stalker. They got mana. Another Fable? Come on, give me something good. Something good, something good, something good. What you got, what you got, what you got? I mean, that's not bad. It's big, is what it is. Block and shoot with Culligan's command? Sure. I'm okay with that. Fable and a Culligan's command and a Pyre of Heroes. You copy the Bowmaster, shoot the Raptor. Cool. Hire the bowmaster into what? What else is an orc or an archer? What are you doing, opponent? I will not take your bait, whatever it is. Go Ragavan. Swing. Would you like to try to shoot my Ragavan? So note that this has vigilance, so it's attacking, but I can still use its activated ability. Sure. And they were targeting the Grief with that Culligan's command. So we will just get rid of their graveyard. Alright, yeah, 13 damage. What would you like to do? Sure. Swinging again. Not swinging. Change of plans. Interesting play? Okay. Oh, because they're gonna... I see. Oh, that's good. That's good stuff. Boy, if that can resolve, which... Why wouldn't that be able to resolve? Yep. Copy the Bowmaster. Block shoot. Sure. Sure. Just cemetery. Is that enough? Is that gonna get him there? I still have a 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I play the Raptor. Like the Marauder's tempting now. Let's see what they do. Actually, it might be Marauder. Reanimate. Once again, Dryad Arbor, where are you? Okay. Or is it Inti? What's the right call here? Inti and then just ditch whatever I get? Is that the right call? Or is it Raptor? I think it's Inti. Draw a card. Play an Inti. Swing. Discard the Dark Ritual. Put a counter on him. Sure. Shoot me. Okay. Get rid of the Dark Ritual. Got an 8/8. Why you gotta do this to me, Tapper? 2, 4. Yep. opponent's at 1. Do I turn an Inti into a land that will let me play? I don't know when that... Got a Fable? Okay. What you got, opponent? Alright, Oversold Cemetery. Are you gonna win me the game? I think you are. What you got? Is there an Emperor running around in here? No. But there's a Ragavan and a Raptor. Who do I play? I mean, we came here to do Raptor things, so I think we play the Raptor if we get to untap. Do we get to untap? Oh, we have JUNDed them out once again. My opponent is roping. They're either thinking hard or they realize they're up against a wall and are roping us. It's only game 2, though. What have we seen? Bolt Colligan's Command. I mean, they're doing all the right stuff. Okay. Who or what do I care about here? Not being able to deal with that Fable is a giant pain in the butt. I mean, Stalactite Stalker can kind of curse. I go up a Fiend Artisan. Just because I can go get the Marauder with it if need be. Because they have creatures, but there's a lot of tokens. Those are them all to 5. Okay. It's all up to you, Ragavan. I'm not sure I've ever connected with a turn 1 Ragavan. Oh! Okay. Let's see. Here it comes. Yep. Should I have played Break Expectations there? No, let's get out the removal spells. Let's force them to get rid of them. Oh, is it happening? Can it be? No. We tried. Okay. I mean, why the weaker threat to get started? We need to get this Oversold Cemetery in play before, Ooh, that's scary. Do they have a reanimate? Please say no, please say no, please say no. Granted, we have the Marauder. Grief. Okay. What do you take? What do you take in this situation? I think you take the Cemetery. It seems like a bad play, but I think you take the Cemetery. Not dead after all. Oh, we're getting 2. I mean, you gotta take the Cemetery in a Wight. Yep, he's back. Break Expectations. Interesting. Stalactite Stalker. Interesting also. I'm gonna get more threats. Sure. That's good. That's real good. Curse Marauder. They'll lose their grief. Bowmaster. Do I? Yeah, let's do it. Let's go get a... to play tapped. Sacrifice. Who do I want to sacrifice? I kind of want to sacrifice the Wight here. Because I can go get another Marauder if need be. Or did I sacrifice the Bowmaster? Sure. I mean, they're top decking. I've got another Wight. Sure. That's interesting. That's super interesting, isn't it? I mean, I think it's a race I win. Okay. Can't bargain you. Jund them out. Jund them out. Jund them out. Jund them out. I mean, they got one card in hand. Jund them out. It's working. It's working really good. We just have cards. Here's the difference, and I think this is the key difference and why we're winning games here. We have cards that are 2-for-1s. We're playing against a bunch of decks that are cards that are doing 1-for-2s. And that's making all the difference. We're able to turn a Raptor into 2 cards. We're able to turn Emperor of Bones into 2 cards. Obviously Lurrus, which I think, did we even resolve Lurrus? I don't even know if we did. I think we brought it to hand once. But it's that. It's the ability to resolve things. The Wight, the Fiend Artisan, like the ability to like take these cards and turn them into other cards, as opposed to a grief where you're losing 2 cards to remove a card. I'm not running strong enough threats where me getting Thoughtseize early hurts that bad. That's the difference. Like it's not, grief would be fantastic against show and tell, but show and tell's not really in the format anymore. Against just like Jund amount, it's not that strong because I can get things back, or I can top deck something that's just going to get me more value later on. And then I get myself in a position with like a Wight or a Fiend Artisan where I can just like get rid of creatures and turn them into other things. And they're just big. They're just huge threats that can't be answered. And I'm playing enough smaller threats. Like Ragavan is doing a perfect job of just being a decoy. That is his job. His goal is to get in turn 1 and then get eliminated. If he happens to connect, amazing. But I did not connect with a Ragavan that entire league. It never happened. But he got removed every single time I played him turn 1. And that was getting rid of the fatal pushes that then they didn't have to hit the Wights and the Fiend Artisans who were just too big to handle, or the Scourge of the Skyclave. I think he was in play once or twice. So, I don't know. Deck's doing pretty fantastic. Tell me that I'm crazy, but I still love this card. This card's fantastic. We're absolutely going to switch this out. Switch Dunbarrow for another Oversold. We never played this and bargained it because our Ragavan's never connecting. And without the 4 of, it's useless, and 4 of is too many. It's not that great of a threat. The Accursed Marauder is way better. So, and so is Emperor Bones. So we're going to cut this, and we're going to get an extra Oversold Cemetery, and then we're really going to be cooking here. Riveteers Provocateur. I have iffy feelings on it. When it's good, it's great. It's that 3/1. It can just be Bowmaster too easily, but I don't know. Maybe I need to play it more aggressively. Maybe I go down to 2. I might go down to 2 on it and go maybe up another Scourge or up another Emperor, or up another Accursed Marauder. I'm not sure, but this is what I got, and I'm really liking it. So let me know what you think.